First, let's welcome Dr. Lora Cummings of Novant Health Family and Internal Medicine, South Brunswick. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Cummings.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here. And I'm so glad to have you in our community. I know you've been here a few months and you've joined Novant Health Family and Internal Medicine in South Brunswick. Is that right?
It is. It's a great practice.
I think it's really in Carolina Shores, and I usually say in Brunswick, but it is in Carolina Shores.
It is in Carolina Shores.
Yeah.
That's definitely where the address is.
Yes.
And that makes it easier to find.
It's confusing, though. Some people think it's in Calabash and some people think it's in Carolina Shores, but it's right on that corner.
Right at the edge, right in between.
Right, yeah. But it's very visible.
Very visible, and it makes access easy because of location.
Absolutely. So we want to start today by learning a little bit about you, since you're kind of the new kid on the block.
I am.
Here. So tell me a little bit about yourself and about your education.
Well, originally I am from New York. Yes, I am a Northerner, a Yankee.
A Yankee.
Yes, and that is very helpful down here, because it seems like almost everyone down here that I see is a Yankee. So that is awesome that I have that in common with many of my patients. I went to school in Albany Med in upstate New York, and I do not miss the snow. And after that, I also did family practice residency at Albany Med as well.
Well, great. So tell me about some of the places that you've worked. I know that you have been worked in several places.
I've had a nice rounded adventure in my career, because I first started in the military, and I got to work in Hawaii at Tripler, and I was there for about 2.5 years. And then I ended the rest of my service at Fort Irwin in the middle of the Mojave Desert. So I went from beach with sand to sand without water. And so it was a variety of things, but it was great. From there, I've done some Indian health services, which was very rewarding as well. And when I finally settled in North Carolina, I worked for UNC for many years at Rex Hospital.
Oh, wow. That's kind of in our backyard.
It is. Everything's all connected. Rex is wonderful as well.
Wow, that is great. The military must have been very interesting. You got to go some great places.
I did get to go to many great places, which a lot of people don't realize how Hawaii is part of it, but it was probably one of the best places that I've gone to. It's actually the reason why I wanted to move back to the beach.
Really? Well, that's great, and we're happy that you're here. So, is the beach the only thing that brought you to this area?
Well, after living in Hawaii, which was beautiful beach, I wanted to be near the beach. I scuba dive.
Do you?
Unfortunately, I do not fish, and I don't golf. I know that is not a great thing here, but scuba diving is actually my main focus that I love to do.
Really? Have you been able to do that some since you've been here?
Not since I've been here.
Because you've only been here a few months.
I've only been here a few months.
It's on your bucket list,
It is definitely on my bucket list.
So when did you join the group at Carolina Shores?
I believe I started in May. Of 2018. So, and it was a very easy transition to come to this area and to start with this practice, because it is a very welcoming practice and very friendly, very open, and all the patients have been very welcoming as well.
It is a very nice practice, and I love the office. It's pretty, and it's just very nice and comfortable.
Yes.
And so, how do you like it so far, I guess?
So far, it's good. I've kind of been baptized by water. There's been a lot of rain, 2 hurricanes, more water than I ever thought that I was going to experience coming from the skies. I thought all the water was going to be on the ground, but instead I got baptized by water.
Now, I know that you're board certified in family medicine. Is that correct?
Yes,
well,
ma'am.
Tell me what that means.
It means that after you go through school and you complete your training, you sit for your boards that proves that you've learned the information that is there. And then every 7 to 10 years, you have to recertify with a board exam. And keeping that up to date just means that you have the breadth of knowledge, because the information for medicine changes pretty much every year. And so being up to date on those things is what allows us to complete our board certification.
Does your office see children, or do you personally see children?
I see everyone. I see children probably from 4 weeks up. I also do well women exams, pap smears, breast exams, ordering mammograms, making sure that women have good health preventative care. If they have any concerns about their female areas, I'm definitely there to take care of that as well. And see patients all the way up through geriatrics.
Nice. So you see the whole family.
Yes, ma'am.
That works. That's great. So I heard a rumor that you have an adopted elephant.
I do.
Tell me a little bit about that.
My Pia is my
Pia?
5-year-old elephant. I had the luxury of going to Africa back in June for my birthday. And while I was there, I got to adopt an elephant. I got to feed him. I got to see him, take pictures with him. I even have a picture of him because he is adopted in my office, and you always have to have pictures of your family in your office. And so I have him, and I get updates on him probably every quarter.
Really?
Yes.
And how old is he?
He's 5.
5. How old did they get to be? Did they live really
60.
long? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, so you're going to have him a while.
At 5, you just get tusks when you're 2. So his tusks at 5 were about maybe 5 inches long.
Wow. Did they go to school?
They learn a lot of things. They actually follow a lot of rules and regulations. They were able to tell them what to do, and they were able to follow the directions. And not English directions, but in Kenya.
In Kenya. Well, that's awesome. You have a lot of interesting things in your life.
I know.
Yeah.
It helps to allow me to interact with people and know a lot of things that they do. And I also learn from all my patients. They've told me so many things of where to go, what things to do. And it has been just a pleasure learning from them.
That's great. Well, are you taking new patients?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Especially since I'm new here, I am happy to take all the patients that come our way. That's awesome.
And how can patients get hold of you if they'd like to make an appointment?
They can call Novant Health, Family and Internal Medicine, South Brunswick, and the number is 910-579-8363.
Well, Dr. Cummings, it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show today. You're so much fun, and I think you'll be so successful in this area, and I can't wait to hear more about your adopted elephant.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here, and I will definitely keep you informed about my Pia and his growth.
Great.